Hi, friends. I don't know about you guys, but as it gets closer to Thanksgiving, I'm getting more and more hungry thinking about all the yummy food that I'm going to make with my family. My favorite Thanksgiving food is green bean casserole. And I always make it every year. It's so yummy, and I love pie. So, since I'm thinking about food, I wanted to read a book about a little goat who's always thinking about food too. His name is Gregory, and the title of my story is Gregory the Terrible Eater. And the author is Mitchell Sharmat. And the pictures were drawn by the illustrator Jose Arugo and Ariane Dewey. So there's two illustrators for this book. Once there was a goat named Gregory. Gregory liked to jump from rock to rock, kick his legs into the air, and butt his head against walls. I'm an average goat, said Gregory. But Gregory was not an average goat. Gregory was a terrible eater. Every time he sat down with his mother and father, he knew he was in for trouble. Would you like a tin can, Gregory? Asked Mother Goat. No thanks, said Gregory. How about a nice box, a piece of rug, and a bottle cap? Asked Father Goat. Bah, said Gregory unhappily. Well, I think this is a meal fit for a goat, said Mother Goat as she chewed on an old shoe. It certainly is, said Father Goat as he ate a shirt, buttons and all. I don't know why you're such a fussy eater, Gregory. So if you don't know, goats, they say, will eat anything. They'll eat anything. So they're supposed to eat grass and things like that, but you have to be careful on the farm because they're curious and they'll just eat anything. I'm not fussy, said Gregory. I just want fruits and vegetables, eggs, fish, bread, and butter. Good stuff like that. So he likes people food. Mother Goat stopped eating the shoe. Now, what kind of food is that, Gregory? It's what I like, said Gregory. Oh, it's revolting, said Father Goat. After Gregory was excused from the table, Father Goat said, Gregory is such a terrible eater. I wonder what's wrong with him, said Mother Goat. Mother and Father Goat ate their evening newspaper in silence. And there's Gregory dreaming about people food. It looks like a lemon, some fruits, carrots, fish, butter. The next morning, Mother and Father Goat were enjoying a pair of pants and a coat for breakfast. Gregory came to the table. Good morning, Gregory, said Father and Mother Goat. Good morning, said Gregory. May I have some orange juice, cereal, and bananas for breakfast, please? That's a pretty good breakfast. He has a fruit juice and then another fruit, and then cereal. He has his grains. Oh, no, Mother Goat said. Do have some of this nice coat, though. Take a bite out of these pants, said Father Goat. Bah, said Gregory, and he left the table. Father Goat threw down his napkin. That does it, he said. Gregory just isn't eating right. We must take him to the doctor. Father and Mother Goat took Gregory to the doctor, and Dr. Ram was munching on a few pieces of cardboard. What seems to be the trouble? He asked. Gregory is a terrible eater, said Mother Goat. We've offered him the best shoes, boxes, magazines, tin cans, coats, and pants. But all he wants are fruits and vegetables, eggs, fish, orange juice, and other horrible things. What do you have to say about all this, Gregory? Asked Dr. Ram. Well, I want to eat what I like, said Gregory. Makes sense, said Dr. Ram. He turned to Mother and Father Goat. I've treated picky eaters before. They have to develop a taste for good food slowly. Try giving Gregory one new food each day until he can eat everything. That night for dinner, Mother Goat gave Gregory spaghetti, and a shoelace was in the tomato sauce. Not too bad, said Gregory. The next day she gave him string beans, and she put a rubber heel cut into small pieces. The meal was good and rubbery, said Gregory. So the heel is the back part of the shoe. There's a shoe in his beans. The day after that, Mother Goat said, "We have your favorite today, vegetable soup. But there is one condition. You also have to eat the can." "Okay," said Gregory, "but what's for dessert?" "Ice cream," said Father Goat, "but you have to eat the box too." "Yummy," said Gregory. "I'm proud of you," said Father Goat. "You're beginning to eat like a goat." "I'm learning to like everything," said Gregory. One evening, Father Goat asked, "Has anyone seen my striped necktie?" "Not since breakfast," said Mother Goat. "Come to think of it, I haven't seen my sewing basket today. I left it in the living room after supper last night." Father Goat turned to Gregory. "Gregory, have you been eating between meals?" "Yes," said Gregory. "I can't help it. Now I like everything." "Well," said Mother Goat, "it's all right to eat like a goat, but you shouldn't eat like a pig." After Gregory went to bed, Mother Goat said, "I'm afraid Gregory's going to eat the clothes hamper." "Yes, and then my toolkit will be next," said Father Goat. "He's eating too much. We'll have to do something about it." The next evening, just before supper, Mother and Father Goat went to the town dump. There's all kinds of things, doors, dressers, there's a chair, all kinds of things at the town dump. They brought home 8 flat tires, a 3-foot barber pole. That is a pole that's outside of a barber is a person that cuts hair. So a barber pole, a broken violin, and half of a car. They piled everything in front of Gregory's sandbox. When Gregory came home for supper, he said, "What's all that stuff in the yard?" "Your supper," said Father Goat. "It all looks good," said Gregory. Gregory ate the tires and the violin. Then he slowly ate the barber pole. But when he started to eat the car, he said, "I've got a stomach ache. I have to lie down." Raise your hand. Have you ever eaten so much that your tummy hurts? Gregory went to his room. "I think Gregory ate too much junk," said Father Goat. "Let's hope so," said Mother Goat. All night Gregory tossed and twisted and moaned and groaned. The next morning he went down for breakfast. "What would you like for breakfast today, Gregory?" asked Father Goat. "Scrambled eggs and 2 pieces of waxed paper and a glass of orange juice," said Gregory. Now that sounds just about right," said Mother Goat. Now that he ate so much, he's never going to eat that much again. And it was. So now they're all having breakfast together. The end. Well, I think that book helped me a little bit with not being so hungry because I don't know if I could eat a tire and a can and a shoelace. But I still want you to tell me, what is your favorite thing to eat? It can be your favorite thing to eat at Thanksgiving time, or if you don't have Thanksgiving, what is your favorite food to eat for dinner? Share down below, friends, and see when you're telling me your very favorite, see if you can add in the different food groups. So there would be a dairy, a fruit, a vegetable, a grain, something like cereal, pasta, bread, a protein. So that could be a veggie burger. It could be eggs. It could be steak. It could be chicken. It could be peanuts. So let me know. Try to add one thing for each food group that's your favorite thing to eat out of that food group. And I will see you all next time. Bye, friends.